Good afternoon, Team Beast. And for those of you joining us for the very first time, about dang time you hit that button. No, thank you for joining us here on Beast Capacity Outdoors. I'm your leader, Team Beast, Daddy Beast, and this is our not so happy but happy, cool little sort of small, minor, mini vacay out in Santa Barbara / put my cousin in the ground. Well, not quite in the ground, but you know, he passed away. Oh wait, Santa Claus Lane, check that out. Bam. It's actually not Santa Claus Lane anymore, because it's nothing but design studios, a surf shop, and a pizza pastaria. Used to, a long time ago, you'd pull up here, and right now you'd be seeing, or did we pass it? I think we might have passed it. Anyhow, you'd have seen this big old Santa Claus on top of a building, like it's going down a chimney. And for those of you in Southern California that know about this area, y'all know it's been gone for about 10 years, 15 years. Thereabouts, maybe. I might be wrong. Sal, you can correct me. But it's just in between Summerland and Carpinteria in the Santa Barbara County, Ventura County area. And right off the 101. Or at least it was. And it was a cool place. We've gone, a little bit of history from my family. We had a lot. Our family used to own the city of Goleta. The founding fathers of the area out here bought the city of Goleta from my family way back when for 88 cents or something like that. I've seen the canceled check at one point somewhere when my family had it. One of the matriarchs of my family had it, and it was for the city of what is called Goleta. And so the Beltrans used to own it, and now it's Goleta, of course. But anyhow, a lot of us Beltrans live out in this area. So when we were growing up, coming from a Hispanic family, Mexican Hispanic family, we always went to go visit somebody's relative on the weekends, especially during the summer when the kids had off of school. We'd go up for a 4-day weekend out here to Santa Barbara. We'd visit my great grandma in Ventura at her apartment. We'd visit, third cousins, that were like my grandpa and grandma's cousins and stuff. We'd visit them. We'd visit uncles, my Uncle Eddie, my Uncle, Billy, all on the way up. We'd visit, Cecil, all sorts of family members out here. And each weekend we'd just kind of pick and choose. We'd always go see great grandma. There was no coming out to this area without seeing great grandma. You do not go to Santa Barbara, Ventura area without coming to see great grandma Adelaide. And so, oh look, the big yellow house, the original. We're coming into Montecito. And there is the bay. Well, not the bay, but the ocean. If you can see it, I don't know. Black Rose's head might be in the way. I doubt it. No, you can see out the window.
I just see a bunch of blue.
Yeah. Now, there's a lot of blue sky. Oh yeah, watch your drift.
Right.
We'll come up to it here in a second. Arrow Bridge. There we go. There's the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. Channel Islands. This morning, you can see the Channel Islands clearly. I mean, like, you can see vegetation. It was that clear.
I wonder which island that is that we're seeing there.
Could be Santa Cruz. Could be Santa Clara. I don't remember. But
I remember a Santa Clara, but anyway.
Whatever it was. I know the Santa Cruz out there. It's probably Santa Cruz. Yeah. But my little nephew asked me this morning on the way to the services, what are all those ships out there? Well, back when I was his age, because he's 9, when I was his age, there was like 3, maybe 4 drilling platforms out there in the harbor, in the bay, between the beach and the Channel Islands. And now there's like 20 of them out there. But anyhow, so like I said, we used to come out here constantly during the summertime. We'd go swimming at a cousin's house, or third cousins, or fourth cousins, or three cousins, twice removed from that side of the family, over here, distant. And it was always out in Santa Paula, Santa Clarita, Santa, in one of the Santas kind of cities. And Santa Barbara, Ventura was our mainstay where we went. Well, once we'd visit them on the way up, because you never visit them on the way home, because we wanted to get home. Because from where we lived in Norco, Corona area in Riverside County, it's about a 3.5 hour drive, especially back then, because when the speed limits were 55 and people actually drove them, it took us about 4 hours to get out here. And that's because at about Calabasas, right at the top of the hill as you come into the valley, we'd always stop. Hey mom, grandma, whatever, you need to use the restroom. Yeah, I can use the restroom. Let's get something to eat. And that was always about the time, because we left really early in the morning. Because we'd always get out here about 9 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock. And then by 2 o'clock, we'd be done visiting the relatives, especially great grandma Adelaide. Can't forget her. And then from Ventura, we'd boogie on out here to the 154 and State Street. We get off at State Street and then follow the signs for, Lake Chuma, and zip up to 154, back and forth. Scary, scary, scary. It's like going up through Hell's Kitchen Highway out there in Elsinore. Sheer cliff sides. They've improved it a lot over the years. It's much better now. Black Rose doesn't want to drive it, and I don't blame her. So we were going to go up there because it's my mom's probably last chance that she'll ever get to see the area that we used to come up here every weekend for, and go camping. And when she was a little girl, 9, all that, growing up, she would come up here with my grandpa and my grandma, every weekend during the summer when it was off. When grandma was a stay-at-home mom, grandpa worked for the Navy. After he got discharged, he worked for the Navy at that point as a master rigger out at San Clemente Island. And during the summer, he'd get lengths of time off, just like in the military service. He'd work constantly from Monday through Friday, sometimes over the weekend, whatever, 2-3 weeks at a time, sometimes. And then at the end of the week, he'd come home and that kind of stuff, or whatever. And so during the summertime, he got a lot of time off. I guess because that's when they had a lot of Navy personnel out there doing a lot of the work that he'd normally do, and so, or whatever. And so anyhow, they always got to go out there. Well, as we got older and stuff, my aunts stopped kind of going, because they got married, they got boyfriends, started doing their own kind of thing, college, moving out of the house and that stuff. Well, my mom has always taken care of the family. Always. And so that tradition kind of continued on with me and my sister. And my mom, and my grandpa, my grandma, the dogs, the horses at first. Because we're not going to see it because it's closed. There's been a couple landslides. The roads have been washed out from the heavy, mostly really needed rains that we needed here in California. And mudslides had happened and stuff like that. And so it's blocked off. We can't get back there anymore right now because they're bickering over who's going to fix the dang thing and make it accessible again. The only thing available is the day use camping before you get into the Oso area. And it's it's on Paradise Road, basically Paradise Road, off of the 154 going over the San Marcos Pass. And so we were going to go out there. Well, my mom went out there with my uncle, my sister, and her boyfriend. And they just texted us a little bit ago. We were at the hotel in Carpinteria where we were staying for the weekend. And they told us that, I know it's been closed for about the past 8 years, almost 10 years, for reforestation building for the campsites. Because it's a national forest. ran by the Forestry Service. So they shut it down after they replumbed a lot of the area and all that kind of stuff during that time too. And they were getting ready to open it back up because it's only supposed to be closed. Yeah, the little trolley systems. Yeah, that's for the downtown.
Yeah, I think that's what we took that time when we were here with Mom, and we took it down to the beach, to the wharf.
Right. Yeah, downtown they have a little red trolley system kind of thing. Kind of like they do in the Gaslamp District.
That was cute, seeing a whole bunch of them right there.
Oh yeah, a little yard. Because we're not, right now we are like a stone's throw away from Mission Santa Barbara Mission. Because my cousin owned a bar out here, and and everybody's been saying, "Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry for you," which is cool. That's great. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm not sad. He had a military honors ceremony today. It was great. It was awesome. He was a Marine, and he had a couple family members up there, and it was what he wanted. He wanted Marines in his family to do the 21 gun salute. That's what they did. But there was 3 sergeants there from the U.S. Marine Corps, United States Marine Corps, out of whatever, Station 19 or whatever it is. What they said, couldn't quite hear. It was quite noisy because we were on the street. We were on Cabrillo Beach, basically at the VFW, or Veterans Warfare Center or something or another, in Cabrillo. Just on the beach now.
Just down from Stearns Wharf.
Yeah.
So yeah, right on the beach and right on cars driving by.
And right, like walking distance away from.
Sambo's.
Sambo's.
Yes. The original Sambo's, which is the only one left.
Yeah. There's no longer one in Yorba Linda.
There wasn't one in Yorba Linda, but there used to be one in Fullerton. I think.
Oh, Fullerton.
That's what Doc told me.
And so he got it. And like I said, I'm not sad. I'm happy for him. It's unfortunate, I mean, yes, he had issues. Everybody has issues, but he was happy, unconditionally loved his partner, his lifelong partner of umpteen years, and he owned a bar, the Tiburon Tavern, up here on State Street, and yeah, he unfortunately passed away from cirrhosis of the liver. But come on, he owned the bar, people. It kind of goes hand in hand sometimes, And so, you know what? I think he died doing what he loved. Now, not necessarily, dying where he's like, oh yeah, I'm not, no. Dying happy in the fact that he was doing what he loved to do. He was happy. He played music. He played in a band. A lot of musician friends were there today. The studio friends were there today. The people he met a long time ago. College friends. Cousins. Everybody was there. So, I mean, it was a cool thing. It was good. We dished out early. I have a thing with crowds. And we wanted to go see this up here. It was like, it's like 2:30. Well, almost 3 now. But we are going through Santa Barbara. And there's traffic on the 101. Look at this. Santa Barbara. What I'll probably do, and I'll probably forget to turn it off. I've done that a lot. I've forgotten to turn it off. I'll do time lapse and I'll forget to turn it off. But yeah, so unfortunately, like I said, my mother contacted me, said they couldn't go after. So we were going to meet them up there and stuff like that because she forgot some stuff in our hotel room. But we were going to go up there anyhow and get some pictures and photos and stuff like that for Black Rose's Capture the Soul photography company to put up on her website and portfolio and all that kind of stuff. towards Solvang.
It's on that side.
Okie dokie. Hope you enjoyed that.
Messages received from Mom. New messages received from Mom.
Pardon me a moment while I reach the sky. By Fudge Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
We're off Alisal Road by Fudge Kitchen.
That sounds
Okay.
good. I like fudge.
I like fudge too. I love fudge. You know how you can make fudge from Nutella?
Put it in the fridge.
Throw it in the fridge. Instant Nutella fudge.
Yeah.
No cooking needed.
I guess you could pour it out into a container so it's flat. You could actually cut it up. But if you make the mistake of putting the jar of Nutella in the fridge, yeah.
You have a Nutella-shaped fudge.
Yep. And it's good.
Well, Nutella's good just to begin with.
Well, yeah.
Wow, look at that. The prices are pretty good out here. $347, $355, and there's a mobile.
Cool. So maybe we can
With a speed pass.
get gas on the way.
Burger King, Jack in the Box, Starbucks, Chipotle, have it. We are in the city of Buellton.
Tractor Supply.
Tractor Supply Company. And we're going to head we're still a little ways from Solvang.
China Panda.
Not by much. Out in the middle of just nowhere between Buellton and Lake Cachuma. And these little tiny small wineries.
Vineyards and wineries.
But this is just gorgeous. I love this kind of roads. Not bad outside. It's fairly.
It's 71 out.
Yeah, it's warm and cool. It's perfect. Flag is Up Farms,
Courthouse.
owned by Monty Roberts. And more mooses. Hey, Chippy.
High Sky Farm.
Oh, High Sky Farm. I wonder if it's a weed farmer. Well, look at that. Weeds. Funny. Oh, see, you can already start to see a little bit of Solvang parade. Expect delays in this. Some of their
parade here.
stuff out here. The Dutch influences. Yeah, Dutch. Yeah, this ain't Solvang. This is San Ynez.
Yeah.
Now Solvang. Oh, we are in Solvang now.
Flat Rock Company.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Solvang city limits. There we go.
That's not where they're at.
Okay, that's. I was like, you know where we're going now, right?
It's up this way.
Solvang. Village Center, half a mile ahead.
Alisal Road. Alisal Road. We're in the city limits of Solvang. That was just a start. That's why I said you could start to see the Dutch influences. We were going to downtown Solvang. So, and it's a touristy trap. So we're gonna get
Cronenberg Inn. That's funny.
we're gonna get parked here and find the Fudge House and Alisal Road.
Solvang Market. Viking Motel. Windmill.
Yep, windmill.
Paula's Painting House.
There's 4th.
Solvang Brewing Company. Okay.
Public parking. We could probably end up going in there even.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie. Charcuterie is a funky word that means dried meats. See what I mean by touristy trap?
New house. Christmas store.
Hatterdag. We got to be getting closer now. It's no longer numbers.
Yep. King Frederick.
Friedrich. Parkway. Now, Mom probably chose the Liesel Road because there is a couple shops that have like the best cinnamon bread and stuff. And there's a Liesel Road. Okay.